Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for these new moon holistic readings for the period of December 18th through to January 16th, the new moon cycle. That's the new moon in Sagittarius. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for liking and sharing the videos and for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you to my regular viewers as well as new subscribers. It's wonderful to have you part of the Sun Woman community. If you have not already liked my Facebook page, please head over there whenever you get a chance. I will be uploading readings for the first 6 months of 2018, so readings covering those first 6 months for each of the 12 individual signs. So like my page so that you'll get those posts when I put them up, and that will be before the end of the year. So over a few days I'll be posting them on the Facebook page, okay? So this reading is for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And let's just jump into the reading. So the new moon in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is a fellow fire sign. So this moon is going to be good for you, Sag, because I feel that it's going to allow you the opportunity to gain freedom over some area of your life that you've been having some difficulty, releasing yourself from. The Sagittarius new moon is going to be falling in your 9th house, and the 9th house is the house of freedom. It's the house that Sagittarius rules naturally. So there is an indication that you can expand your life. You can gain some, welcome in some opportunities. There's the opportunity for learning, for higher education, for long-distance travel, perhaps, for some of you. Some of you maybe, have decided to go back to school in January and pursue a higher degree. So this is a perfect time for you to be doing that. Capricorn, Saturn is moving into Capricorn, and that is in your 10th house. And so there is, over the next 3 years, you are going to be working hard at something. And at the end of that 3-year cycle, you're going to have something to show for it that will last you for the rest of your life, whether it is, your the work that you've done or the reputation that you've gained. So some significant transits going on here, and I think that what this new moon cycle is going to bring you for the next 30 days is some kind of awakening. You have a couple things going on here. You have the Emperor at the base of the reading, so this is kind of the focal point. The Emperor has been coming out for almost all of the signs that I've done readings for so far. So this Emperor energy definitely represents that Saturn transiting into Capricorn. That is the Emperor energy from for me. Yes, the Emperor is represented by Aries, but the Emperor for me also carries that Capricorn energy. So there's a strong, it's going to be a strong surge for all of us to build stable foundations that are going to last us for many years. Talking about you may not be anywhere near the age of retirement, but you're going to be thinking about retirement funds. You're going to be thinking about what happens down the line in a few decades. If you're at that stage of in your maturity, in your 50s and your 60s or beyond, you're going to be very focused on making sure that your life is stable so that you can live in the way that you want to live. And if you're younger, you're going to be building at this period, the next 3 years, to move towards that sense of stability. So for you, I feel, Aries, there's going to be an awakening as to what you have to do right now in order to get yourself set up for that future, for a stable future. The Two of Wands is at the base of the deck, so I feel like you will have some decision making to do this within these 30 days. It could be a career situation where you have 2 options or 2 offers on the table that you're going to be thinking about. Some of you could be leaving a job and starting a new one. So, leaving a past situation behind, starting a new one. There's someone in your life that may act as kind of a source of your critique, okay, who may be this critic of you right now, may not have a whole lot of really positive things to say. This could be someone of a air sign personality, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Someone who, really can be very tactless and harsh in their criticism, who can be maybe even abusive, verbally abusive, and is, one of those psychic vampires that can be around us. So you want to avoid this person. And I think you are waking up to how this particular person, whether it is a partner, whether it is a spouse, a family member, a paternal figure in your life, or whether it is a boss or someone in your work environment that could be holding you back and holding you down by really, casting doubt over your abilities, over your skill, and lowering your self-confidence. You've got to come out of that. You've got to prevent that from happening, Aries, because there are some big opportunities that are going to be coming through for you. And again, if this is a work situation where it's time for you to go, I think you're going to have offers that are going to be definitely viable for you to, to walk away from a situation that's no longer healthy for you, and there's nowhere to go. You can't move forward or move up anywhere in this organization. The Three of Wands is here, which definitely talks about movement and expansion in your life. Some of you may be traveling long distance. If you have that opportunity, then definitely take it. Mercury is retrograde up until the 24th of December, so you want to, maybe make your travel plans after the Mercury retrograde period is over, so that you don't have to deal with unnecessary delays, unexpected delays, cancellations, things like that. But entertain any offers that are brought to you even during this Mercury retrograde period. Just don't, if you have the ability to hold off on making final decisions, try and do that until after Mercury moves forward, because by that time you'll have all the information you need. You'll know as much as you possibly can about the offers that are in front of you, and you'll be able to make your decision based on good information and all the information. There is a Knight of Pentacles here, which is another, court card influence here. This person could be, what I'm getting here is that there is, you want to move forward, but it's not yet time. The time is not ripe, and it could have a lot to do with that Mercury retrograde, that you're excited about something new that's coming into your life, a new project, a new situation. Some of you may be holding on to your current job, but freelancing, or doing some other, like per diem work or something like that. But you want to jump full speed into whatever you're doing, and you're still feeling kind of obstacles, whether it is the people around you that are in some way standing in your way, even if it's just because they're in your head, giving you doubts about your abilities and your skills, or if it is that you are entertaining potential offers, but you may try and need to negotiate your compensation, negotiate your salary, what the monies are going to be here, and people may be a little reluctant to give up what you feel that you're worth. So you may come up against a little bit of opposition, or people kind of digging their feet in when it comes to money, when it comes to salary or benefits in whatever you're looking for. And you may have to, one offer that you're entertaining may end up not being the one that you go with, because it may be that you're offered a job, and then but they're very they're holding back financially, and without a certain level of income, you're not ready to move. You're not ready to get out of where you are right now. So what may seem to be like a no-brainer may end up being, not the right choice, simply because the people that you're dealing with are not in a negotiating frame of mind. They're not, they're holding on to what they have. And so there is a very limited room for compromise here. So in the outcome, you may have to look at your other options, which is the Seven of Cups here, and all of these are options that you have on offer, but you have to weigh things very carefully, because, as I said, something that may seem like a no-brainer for you may end up not being the right choice, because you realize that, okay, if I'm having a hard time negotiating with these people for my salary, what is it going to be like working with them? What's it going to be like trying to get things done, trying to make decisions, trying to be autonomous, when I'm dealing with people who are digging in on this situation. So while you're being vetted for something, make sure that you're vetting them as well. Make sure that you are auditing and analyzing who this is that is your potential employer, to see and make sure that it's a good fit for you. If it's not, I feel like you are going to have other options to choose from. Okay? Now, let's go back to the King of Swords here. I feel that one of the reasons that the King of Swords is presenting, some problem for you is that they're not happy where they are right now. That person is not happy where he or she is. It could be male or female. The sex doesn't matter. But they're not happy with their own accomplishments. They're not happy with their own progress in life. So it is a projection onto you, their displeasure, their lack of confidence. Bullies are bullies because they are acting from fear. They're acting from a lack of confidence that makes them have to try and overpower or control people because they feel like they are out of control. A person who is confident, knows their abilities, knows who they are, is not going to try and force anyone to do anything or bully people into doing what they want. Okay, those energies don't go hand in hand. So, it definitely is a situation where I feel that you are going to need to come out from under. You are finally getting this awakening. It's going to be like the light bulb goes off in your head, and it's not going to take much effort for you to bring in opportunities, to attract opportunities once this judgment, this light bulb goes off, okay? And the Judgment card is you coming into this period having an awakening, gaining a better understanding of who you are and where you want to go. Rising up from the dead, as far as your state of mind. And in order to throw off those you see these people rising out of the coffins or rising out of the ground. Well, they've thrown off the lids of these coffins. They've freed themselves because they've gained some sort of message or understanding or revelation has come through to them, and it's given them a brand new perspective on life. Okay, a brand new understanding of what is available, what is possible, what the potentials are. So if you think from the frame of mind that the universe has infinite potentials for us, and that it's just a matter of attracting those things in that are right for you on this part of your journey, this part of your path, then you won't feel this lack of confidence. You won't feel fear because you know that it's a benevolent universe, and what you need is going to come to you. You just have to attract it. And in order to do that, you have to put the right energy. Now, as an Aries, you are a fire sign. You're an innovator. You have courage. You have strength. You're a leader. You can be impulsive, but, with maturity, you can temper that impulsivity and, redirect that into being inspirational and being the one to take a leadership role. Be that leader in your own life, okay? And then you'll affect all of those around you who you can be helpful to. So for me, it's like you are coming in to this Emperor energy. That's what I feel. With Saturn moving into Capricorn, as I said, there is a level of maturity that all of us are going to have to move towards for the next 3 years. And so I feel like very much you are awakening, you're coming into your own, and you're starting to entertain all these endless possibilities that could be blossoming in your life. Just make sure that you are making the right decisions in the right timing, that you have all the information that you need, and that if a situation is blocked, you can't move forward, see that blockage as a blessing, not as a curse. All right? Allow that blockage to give you permission to stand back, to rethink, to regroup, to go back to the drawing board, and take another look at your options to see which ones really are for you and which ones are not. All right, and there is, as I said, a decision that's going to need to be made. You have two options in front of you, either leaving the past behind and moving forward with something new, or the option between two things that may come into you as potential opportunities, and you have to choose carefully. All right, Aries, so that is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you, happy holidays, happy new year, all good things, love, peace, and joy. And as always, I bid you namaste.